Welcome to Sales Fundamentals with Margot. I'm Margot. I've been an award-winning, money-making, lean, mean sales machine for almost 20 years. I've also been a coach and a mentor and a sales leader for 10. Excellence is a habit. Steph Curry doesn't wake up excellent at basketball. He shoots hundreds of shots a day. And in this series, we're going to be drilling the basics. So come on, let's practice. In order for people to buy from you, they need to trust you. And folks rarely trust people they don't like. So the first order of business as a seller, whether you're selling widgets or services or your spouse on Thai food for dinner tonight, your first order of business is to be likable. From this foundation, you can create trust. So here are 6 ways that you can build trust. Number 1, be yourself. You cannot be perceived as trustworthy if you aren't being truthful about who you are. The days of a slick sales persona are long gone. Be a polished, professional, likable version of the authentic you. Number 2, demonstrating integrity is one of the most potent trust building behaviors. Trust is built one small action at a time. Do what you say you will do, when you say you will do it. And if you can't, then own up. Being reliable builds trust. Set expectations and then follow through. If you say you'll call Tuesday at noon, then do it. If you say you'll email by the end of day, then do it. Don't ever lie. If you don't know something, it's better to say, I don't know, but I'll find out, than trying to BS your way through. Being yourself and being impeccable with your word will go a long way in building trust. So number 3 and number 4 all go together, so we'll talk about them all here. So be likable, have confidence, and find the fun. There's a quote here from Mary Poppins. In every job that must be done, there's an element of fun. You find the fun and snap. The job's a game. As we discussed at the beginning, people don't generally trust people they don't like. So be the most likable and confident version of your authentic self you can be. If you're dreading your call list or the customer in front of you, that will show and make you less likable and less trustworthy. If instead you begin the interaction by being happy to be there, smiling, standing tall, genuinely interested in the other person, you will be more likable and thus easier to trust. Try to have genuine confidence in the sale you're trying to make. If you aren't confident it can work for them, change their life for the better, save them money, it's going to be really hard to make them confident enough to write a check. As the seller, you are responsible for bringing fun to this party. So find some fun in doing your job. Find fun in learning about your customers. Find fun in people. Find fun in the mundane and the routine. Life is way too short to not be having at least a little bit of fun during the 8+ hours a day we spend doing it. Plus, being fun and likable and confident makes it so much easier for people to talk to you. It makes them want to talk to you. And I'm all for anything that makes my job easier. If I'm fun to talk with, then it'll be harder for my customer to say no to me. All right, so the next one is listen more than you talk. I can and I will be doing an entire section on active listening, so stay tuned on that. In the meantime, try to shut up more. Seriously. Salespeople talk way too much. Listen more and you'll build more trust. Get better intel and be more likable. Too many of us ask a question and then just keep talking. Ask your question and shut your mouth. Listen, really listen to the answer before formulating a response. Assumptions, you know what they say about those. All right, and finally, but not least, is passion. Show passion. You've got to have it. If you aren't excited about your product, there's zero chance your customer is going to be. If your product is not sexy or exciting, that's okay. Find passion in the problems you can solve, or the good you're doing, or the people you work with. Find something, anything to be passionate about. Passion drives us all. It's infectious, it's contagious. And if you're fired up about your thing, you can transmit that excitement to your potential customer. Excited people and drunk people generally fish their wallets out a lot faster. So, we've talked about 6 ways to build trust. First, they've got to like you, and then they got to trust you, and then they might buy from you. Be yourself, demonstrate integrity, be likable, have fun, be confident, listen more than you talk, and show passion. So, now I want to give you 3 action items that you can take with you into next week that will start making an impact on your ability to build trust today. Number 1, be impeccable with your word. Do what you're saying. Do what you say you will do when you say you'll do it. If you can't, stuff happens. Fine. Mea culpa. Acknowledge. Apologize. Move on. The more reliable you can be to your potential customer, the more trust you'll build and the more sales you'll make. Number 2, shut up. Shut up. Practice active listening. We'll do a whole section on active listening. So stay tuned. But this week, when you feel that compulsion to speak, take a beat, take a pause, take a breath, and see if that customer doesn't have something to say first. You might be surprised what you find out when you do a little bit more shutting up and a lot more listening. Third, have some fun. Try to have some fun this week. Find some fun. Look for fun. Make fun happen. Fun is a choice. Happy is a choice. It's yours to make every day. So make it in every interaction you have with any other human. Choose fun. It's more fun. And I couldn't actually pick 3, so there's a 4th one. Check your face. Check your posture. Check your smile. Personally, myself, I suffer from both resting bitch face and resting bitch voice. So I have to check myself regularly to make sure I've got a smile on with my shoulders back. Did you know that you can hear a smile over the phone? Okay, that's all. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you found some value in the session. Over the coming weeks, I'm going to be covering more sales fundamentals, so please come back next Friday for more. Thanks for joining me. Follow, subscribe, and we have custom packages available if you're interested in having me come join your team for a talk. See you next week.